What is good? 2-minute warning, football fury back at it again. We have our playoff special right now. We're in a wild card, season right now. This weekend is a wild card season. Yo, we got Tim, we got Mike. Yo, Mo, he's actually not with us at the moment. He's actually trying to work a deal with the Hawks right now. What was that, Michael? What was he trying to do right now?
I think he's trying to interview for the vacant head coach position. I think he's trying to be a new Mike Smith. I don't know, man. He's doing it big right now, though.
Look, anybody can be the head coach right now.
After the Georgia Tech game, but no rumors.
Yeah, Tim, let's go.
All right, man. We're gonna start the show. Happy New Year's, fellas. Start it off with Wildcard weekend. We're gonna start off with the AFC preview. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Baltimore Ravens. Mike,
man,
what do you think? What do you think about this matchup? Do you think it's an easy matchup? Do you think it'll be a fair matchup?
It's a tough matchup, and it's always good to see division rivals playing the playoffs for everything. I mean, this is what people want to see. This is what you get the popcorn for. It's just weird. I think both teams actually peaked at the right time. They're both playing good football. I guess, to be biased, I have to see what Antonio Brown did to the Bengals. Good God.
Yeah.
Shoot. That boy's a bad man. This is the hardest one for me out of all the games. I've been looking at them over and over. This is the hardest game to pick, if you ask me. I think the rest of them are pretty straightforward for this weekend, but this one at 8 o'clock tonight, just got a lot.
Save your pick, though. Save your pick for later on, though. But like, how do you feel about like, for instance, Le'Veon Bell? He's hurt. Obviously, he's a big piece for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But I do like the Steelers receiving core. Doing some research, Le'Veon Bell hasn't even crashed 100 yards against Baltimore in their two games. He ran for 59 yards in his first game, 11 carries, 59 yards. In his second game, he had 10 carries for 20 yards. 10 carries for 20 yards. So it's like he was not even a factor. It was the receiving core was. So, when I look at this game, I'm like, you know what? For Steelers fans out there, this might not be a bad matchup, because if he wasn't not much of a big factor in those two games, a running back committee will be just fine with him missing this game. So that's why I look at when I see the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the injuries on defense. I feel like in a game like this, with both offenses relatively good, I mean, Justin Forsett is the waiver wire pickup of the season. I don't care what anybody says. He was amazing this year.
Yes, he was.
He was amazing for me this year. So they both have enough going on offense. So that when you look at them both, they have the chance to blow you out the water on a good day, but on most days they're about slightly above par. So since both of them, it's Mo. Man, how was that interview, bro?
Wait a minute. Wait, time out. Hold up, Mo. You got a couple orange juice, right? Do I see cold cuts next to you? I saw cold cuts. So wait a minute.
I wish I had some cold cuts.
So how was the meeting? Wait a minute. So how was the meeting? How was the meeting with the owner? Did you guys talk in particular what was going on? I know
it was good. It was a good meeting. I told him my likes and dislikes of what the last season, more dislikes than likes. I told him I know you were going to interview Rex Ryan, bring him in as a defensive coordinator, or get a Hall of Fame offensive coordinator if you're going to bring him in as a coach, because he already knows how I feel about Rex Ryan as a head coach.
Oh, yeah. I follow the Colin Cowherd gospel on Rex Ryan. He ain't good at coaching. But anyway. Good. Now it's good that the crew who's all here, man. So
That's good.
right now we was talking about the toughest matchup to me, which is the Ravens versus the Steelers. We're not doing picks. We're just talking about the matchup.
Okay.
It's very, it's beautiful that they're division rivals, and it's also cool that they're both peaking at the right time.
Yeah.
So that's what makes it real tough to pick. I mean, one thing I will say though, man, that who's the GM of the Ravens? Ozzie Newsome.
Yeah.
Ozzie.
Honestly, man, I know when he's done with football, this man is gonna go straight to the Hall of Fame because yet again he's put together a defense that works. And before you say it's not like the 2000 defense, remember that you can't even play defense anymore in the NFL.
Yeah.
The fact that they're
Nothing's going to be like that 2000 defense.
Yeah. The fact that they're even competing after losing a Ray Lewis and Ed Reed. Ozzie's a hawk. He's top 5 dead or alive right now at this game, man. He knows how to play.
And that's just off one LP, man. Because I like what they're doing, and I know they said we're not making picks. I know it's real early in the game, but I got Ravens even at the 6th seed as Super Bowl favorites, and I got them not like that strongly because this team is like the AFC version of the Giants. Like they don't get in. They might not look impressive during the regular season. They might stumble in or limp in or back into the playoffs. But when they get into the playoffs, they go. Like I don't like, and they have. And I'm looking at the road to Super Bowl. They have matchup problems. It's just they pose matchup problems for a lot of people. And if you think about it, the last time they won the Super Bowl, it's kind of the same team, just different people. Instead of an Anquan Bolden, you got Steve Smith, which is basically like the same kind of rough receiver on the outside. You got Justin Forsett running better than Ray Rice was. So I mean, and I'm not going to say that defense was better without Ray Lewis and Ed Reed, but Terrell Suggs, Doomerville, and C.J. Mosley was my pick for Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, they're making moves. So I mean,
and that was Smith too.
Exactly.
I wouldn't be surprised if they ended up in the Super Bowl.
Fair enough.
But you know what too? Mo, the other thing, well, they are missing the secondary. Ladarius Webb is the only guy that really have. Matt Elam is not a bad safety, but when you play against the Steelers team, I don't see like me and Mike were discussing. The running game it won't be a problem for them because they shut down Le'Veon Bell in the regular season. He combined for 70 yards in 2 games.
He might not play.
But the matchup problem, and they did sign Ben Tate. I'm not saying he's Le'Veon Bell, but decent running back. But the problem is going to be Baltimore. Only problem is going to be the secondary covering the Steelers wide receiver, Martavis Bryant, Brown, or Marcus Wheaton. So that's going to be the Baltimore's problem. If you can't get to Roethlisberger fast enough for him not to throw that ball around, that's where the Ravens going to have a problem at.
Yeah, I feel like this match is going to be really difficult. It could go either way because they split the season series and it was like lopsided each time.
Both games.
Yeah. Both. Like the Steelers blew out the Ravens blew out the Steelers. So you don't really have that grip. Okay, who's better? It's just which team decides to show up because the Steelers can either throw up 40 points or give up 40 points. And the same thing with the Ravens. So I mean, it's to the point where which team shows up? Now I will say this: I'm pretty sure they are kind of kicking themselves for giving away for letting go LeGarrette Blount because. I mean, now that Bell went down, and you signed in Ben Tate, right? You signed in Ben Tate, but Ben Tate he wasn't even getting substantial carries in Cleveland. So, I mean, that's why they let him go. You get let go from Cleveland because we got people better than you. I mean, that's alarming right there. So, and to the point where the other 2 running backs on the Steelers, I think they had a combined for like 50 yards or something like that. I mean, it's like it's something minuscule. So, I mean, the Steelers got a really big problem because if they can't run the ball against the Ravens, they're going to become one-dimensional. And they got Terrell Suggs, one of the best pass rushing linebackers back there. We're gonna be waiting for that game. So I mean, it all comes down to the safety play in the corners and see how they can contain these wide receivers. But I feel like if they're going to be blitzing a lot more than normal because they realize, hey, we don't have to worry about the run game, so we're just going to just chase Roethlisberger all day long. So it's up to the Steelers' offensive line to see if they can protect him.
Ooh, I mean, I could see your faith in the Ravens because if the Steelers are gonna blitz, whew, I think this is this is just a little preview for the NFC. That's the issue that Arizona's coming up to right now. Because when you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you got Max Pro and that tight end or that running back doesn't suck at life at picking up the blitz. Sad be your portion. It tends to not work out for people if you can get that block. Those are usually those wide open Jordy Nelson touchdowns that happen if you don't get home on a blitz. So yeah. I mean, I don't know, but if you get there, well, shoot, hey, you got home. I don't know. It is a gamble, and I think they're gonna have to run it to see who wins. But I think out of all the 4 games this weekend, that's easily the closest matchup right now.
Yeah. Well, listen. It's a good rivalry. It's a division game. I don't think it'll be too much X's and O's because when you're a division opponent and you play each other almost 6 years with the same core, it's I mean who comes out of the physical matchup. So it's definitely going to be a good game. But I'm gonna tag on what Mo said. Mo said that this team is just like the Giants of old, and you're right because Joe Flacco is like Eli Manning. He'll give you some good games, he'll give you some bad games, and the last few games he had before the season was over was terrible, terrible. And the defense was getting on Flacco in the locker room. I mean, listen, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. See, if Ray Lewis I wish Ray Lewis was on this team right now, even if he wasn't the same player, just for his speeches, his leadership, it'll be no question. But it is a question mark because since he retired, who has been the leader? Terrell Suggs to me is not that type of leader. Flacco to me is not that type of leader when your defense calls you out. So that to me, that's gonna be a big problem and a big test. A big test.
I mean, the talent is there for C.J. Mosley, but he's 3 to 4 years before even getting that kind of cachet. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's a good – see, like a lot of people wasn't giving Ray Lewis his props for that last Super Bowl, but I saw it. I saw these grown men. They were like, yo, we're sending Ray out on top. Right. You know what I mean? And a lot – I mean, because, like, look at Andre Ellaby. He got money down in Miami, but he was good, but really it's Cameron Wade. He wasn't balling like he was in Baltimore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know. That is a good point. That's what makes it closer.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's to the point where it's so hard to pick, and even though I mean you have the ideas that who might win, it's just these teams are so evenly matched, especially when you bring in the element that hey, these are division rivals. So I mean, of course, it's going to be amped up. The fact that the game is in Pittsburgh means nothing because the Ravens go into Pittsburgh and win. The Steelers go into Baltimore and win. So I mean, it's to the point where it's literally a coin flip. You can flip a coin and be okay with the outcome because it's just when these two teams hate it. Like now, I want to see if Flacco can go back to his last playoff run where he went to Super Bowl. I think it was like 11-0 with it
was incredible
with touchdown interception ratio. I mean, he's playing lights out, outdueled Brady, outdueled Manning in Denver in double overtime. I mean, I don't know how you can get up to that high level, but with their road to the Super Bowl, he might not even need to because they could beat the Steelers. We've seen him beat the Steelers before. if they win this game, they have to go to Foxborough to play the Patriots. The Ravens are one of the few teams who go into Foxborough on a regular basis and beat them in the playoffs. So I remember there was one year where they just embarrassed them. It was like 42 to like 14 or something like that. They just destroyed them right from the word go. So and then after that, if the Broncos make it to the NFC Championship, they play the Broncos. They can beat the Broncos. There's something wrong with Peyton Manning this year. He's off this year. I feel like this team can do it.
On that note, ends the quarter.
All right, real quick, y'all, because you know what, there is also another AFC team play this weekend that I guess it is another one, but we all know how Mo feels about both of them, and listen, we got the Bengals versus at the Colts, and listen, AJ Green hasn't been himself. He's been hurt all year. Right now he's at the concussion protocol for this week. I still believe he's gonna play. But then you got the Colts who are struggling. Got all sorts of talent, but they're struggling. So this game here, to me, this is gonna be just a toss up. I just flip a quarter and just pick this game later on. But I don't see much of a game like the Baltimore and Steelers game.
I don't see much of a game either, and I actually, because we've seen this game already. Right? These teams have played already, and I expect the same result. To be honest, I expect the same result. Right. I expect Andy Dalton to be nowhere to be found. AJ Green may or may not play. I don't think it would even matter. I mean, look, even in the last game, they laid an egg against the Steelers, but the game before that, where they beat the Broncos, they needed 3 interceptions in the fourth quarter from Peyton Manning to beat them. I mean, I know Andrew Luck can turn a ball over a few times, but I don't think he's going to do that. So, I mean, it's to the point where if that's what you need to win the game, it's too dangerous. That means that you're not in these games enough, like, off skill alone. I mean, you need luck to win these games. And Luck plays for the other team. So, Luck plays for the other team. So,
well, sir, pump your brakes, young gentlemen. Here's the thing. When it comes to throwing interceptions, Luck does that.
He does. Like, with the best of them.
If you need intros, Lucky Luck says, F with me, I got it. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to intros, mess with Luck, he got it. Mm-hmm. So, this game may be close, but it's close for the wrong reasons. Like, it's close for everything you hate about football. I have my inkling on who's gonna win, but yeah, I don't think though that the Bengals offense, that's the roller coaster. What I've been paying attention to is that lately the Bengals defense has been more consistent. And you know what? And you know who else? That boy from LSU, Jeremy Hill, he's been getting better. And they say it every time in the playoffs. Oh, passing is all cute, but playoffs is about running that rock and playing some defense. So I honestly, I can see the Bengals being successful in spite of Andy Dalton. You know what I mean? Yes. So we'll see.
Yeah, listen. Just put it real quick. Reggie Wayne is hurt. All right. You got T.Y. Hilton, but he just gives you the deep passes. After that is a question mark. After that, to me, is a question mark. You brought in a veteran like Hakeem Nicks for what?
A decoy.
For a decoy for Dante and Moncrief to take over that third spot. So listen. I'd say, gentlemen, we move on to the NFC preview. I think pretty much we got the AFC wrapped up. For what we think. All right,
let's talk about the NFC, because I think there's some homers talking about this NFC playoff.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna start off with the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers, who secure a home spot, beating the Atlanta. I'm sorry.
They didn't beat them. They obliterated them.
They tortured them.
They mollywopped them, and a bunch of other adjectives to describe how bad they got beat down.
Yeah, they got shot with a 50 caliber rifle off of an Apache helicopter.
Point blank
They
range.
got turned to
Point blank range.
Man. Hey, listen. I tell you this. This game is going to be a pretty good game. It's not going to be a bad game as as we think the Colts Bengals game was going to be. But I think this game is going to be a pretty good game. How fast does one team take over? It could be real fast. I don't. The Cardinals quarterback situation to me is bad. Well, Ryan Lilly is he's starting.
They should have started with Thomas.
I mean, everything around him is pretty decent, but can he do the job? That's the question. Look at Carolina. I think they set up. You got Jonathan Stewart, who's running the ball real good for the last few games. In the playoffs, you need a strong running game. He has a good rapport with Kelvin Benjamin, his tight end Olsen, and the little guys, the receivers who get the ones who get no props, but they come into play. With Cotchery and Brown.
Calvin Benjamin.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, this is gonna be not a bad game. Not a bad game at all. I think it's gonna be pretty good.
I think this will be a good, hard-fought game against two teams who feel slighted and feel undervalued, and they should because they have been undervalued the entire season. Carolina for their record, and Arizona because of their quarterback situation with the quarterback injuries. I think Arizona will win the game. I think because they're the better team, and I don't like the fact that they decided to call Logan Thomas' number as a starter and then pull him back so fast for Ryan Lindley, a guy who has never thrown a touchdown in his life. So
You know why?
You know
why though, Mo?
I don't know why.
Practice.
Practice.
No, I can tell you, practice.
Yeah,
They said Ryan Lilly, he looks better than Thomas.
Yeah, and Mike, they said
He won't throw the ball. He won't throw a touchdown. That's what I mean. It's like you gotta try. It's like you already tried this guy.
Logan Thomas throw.
You tried this guy in game time situations. He's not put the ball in the end zone. I mean, it's to the point where you can't keep throwing your head against the wall, like saying, he's practicing better. So I mean, yeah, but in the game he's playing like garbage. So I mean,
okay, see, that's why I completely disagree with you. You act like they plan to be in this position. You know what I mean? Like,
but this
is the worst case scenario. This is like the anti-LeBron statement. Not one, not two. You know what I mean?
Not three.
Quarterbacks down. And so when you're in that struggle situation, practice is actually way more important than you're giving it credit to be. It is the only thing they have. I mean, you can try the Tebow experiment and say, I'll wait for the game. But especially somebody like a Bruce Arians, an old school, straight to the point kind of guy, he's not going to go like, well, I'll wait till the lights turn on and see what happens. It's going to like, okay.
I get that.
Better than me.
But I get that. What I'm saying is that once you actually put this man in the game and you've seen how he performs in the game, and you've known before he even got in the game that he's never thrown an NFL touchdown, but he's thrown 7 picks to that point, and then he just continues to add on to more interceptions and no touchdowns. I mean, it's to the point where you've choked away that huge division lead that you had. Like, at one point, they had about like a 3 or 4 game lead, and then they lost the division, fell all the way to the wild card spot. It's to the point where, hey, look, this guy is clearly not the answer. You need something new because he's not helping you win. He's helping you lose more than win. So, I mean, I get the practice thing, and I get that, you practice like you play. But if that's how he plays, how does he look in practice?
But Mo, Allen Iverson was in Arizona's practice. You know that, right? Allen Iverson stopped by.
Talking about practice?
Hey, listen, he stopped by the practice field. You know what he said? Logan Thomas, you can't complete 5 passes in practice? Come on, man. This is practice, and that's the problem. If you can't, you have to sell your game in practice. You have to say, you know what? We can have a nice game plan for you for this game, for this football game. Obviously, this guy ain't doing. Don't get me wrong. He's a good future prospect. something to work with. But we're not. We're talking about now. We're in the playoff where listen, we need you to do that speed down and speed up your game fast. Ryan Lindley last game didn't look too bad. I mean, with Ryan Lindley, he's a better manager than Logan Thomas right now. And if it comes to the point where it becomes a shootout, I think just for Lindley's management skills, he could give you a little bit more than what Logan Thomas can give you.
Has Lindley thrown the touchdown yet?
Has Thomas?
Thomas hasn't played.
He ain't no.
That's my point. See, what you're not getting is that Logan Thomas might really be that much worse than Ryan Lindley.
But at that point in time, when all you're throwing is interceptions and no touchdowns, I mean,
I'm saying that Logan Thomas
what does that even mean?
At this point in his career might be worse.
All I'm saying, okay, I feel like I'm starting to feel that bias come in because Logan Thomas did play for Virginia Tech. I'm not gonna go hard on for him because he played for Virginia Tech. All I'm saying is that they need that spark. They need something new because clearly what they're doing.
What did something new do in Cleveland? What did something new do in the Cleveland Browns? You put in a quarterback who wasn't ready to play. What happened? So if Thomas ain't ready to play, let it go.
They are coach him up.
Hard situation to start off with.
You gotta coach him up because he wasn't supposed to be anywhere near. He wasn't supposed to be anywhere near the starting role anyway. So you're supposed to be coaching him up behind the scenes. Now,
what do you think they're trying to do with Logan Thomas?
But that's the thing. I mean, like with 3 more quarterbacks ahead of him, like how much time and attention was he really getting with 3 quarterbacks ahead of him?
But that's the thing. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's the issue right there. Ryan Lindley had more time with the team than Logan Thomas did. But here's the thing. Nobody, when you ever see an NFL team lose their starter and their backup and their third string and the rookie are not in the playoffs? We've never seen that. And no, not for nothing though. Logan Thomas is a future guy. I don't want to put that pressure on him so early because right now, if he loses, how much pain can you put? He's done. And don't get me wrong, he could be a very good prospect. He's not supposed to be in this predicament. He's supposed to be waiting in the wings. And right now, this opportunity has come. He shouldn't be starting. Ryan Lindley has more experience in the NFL.
And you know what, Mo, I'm disappointed in you. You would lose games and tank like a soft serve piece of ice cream, poo-ass dude. But you don't, just for your future. And when we talking about the future of the Cardinals franchise, you'd be like, F it. Burn it down. Put this rookie in who's not ready to play.
That is completely different, and I will explain. One, never have I ever said tank for the entire season. We're like in the case of the Falcons when they had 1 or 2 games left, and you like all hope is like lost. Obviously, with that dismal display on Sunday when they get stomped out, they obviously wasn't trying to get to the playoffs. Look what losing that game did for the Falcons. Instead of going into this divisional round and probably losing this game and end up with the 21st pick, they're going to end up with the 8th pick of the draft, and they will get one of those really good pass rushers that are coming out because this next draft I've seen a couple mock drafts. Pass rusher heavy. That's what we need, right? That's what we need now. Pass rushers. We need to make some trades to get some more picks, get some pass rushers, dog. Yeah, you know what? If they go wide receiver,
should grow.
If they go wide receiver because Amari Cooper will be on the board.
Soil. He has not sprung forth. There are no leaves on that tree. He's but a sapling. And he needs water and sunlight.
But that's the thing.
I
understand that.
Haven't stopped by the winter.
That's the thing. I understand that. But Lindley have the same amount of touchdowns in the NFL. I mean, we got the same amount of touchdowns.
But Mo, real quick. Thomas got the same amount of experience Me, you, Mike, Sean, Trish, all have no NFL experience.
He gotta get it sometime. That's all I'm saying.
But listen,
let the boy grow.
Let's move on to the other NFC team. We have the Detroit Lions at my Dallas Cowboys. Oh my God, that feels so good. It's been so long since I had to watch the Cowboys in the playoff, y'all. I know y'all excited. This is me.
No, this is major. This is major.
All right. The Dominican Sue, he stepped on Aaron Rodgers' leg. He's playing. Do we all agree he did it on purpose or?
Yeah, he did that on purpose.
No. Actually, I disagree.
Oh, he did it on purpose.
No. And because they made some valid points when they were arguing his case. Because he was looking straight down. No, not that. That was stupid. He was looking straight down on the field, so he had no idea that Aaron Rodgers was behind him. Now he stepped on him by mistake, but once he realized he was stepping on him, he stood there for an extra long time because he knew that leg was hurting. So the initial stepping on wasn't intentional, but once he realized he was there,
that doesn't matter.
Once he realized he was there,
when he realized he did step on him,
but it's still not intentional. It's still not. It was a crime of opportunity.
There's two steps.
The
first step was an accident. The first step was an accident. Then he puts that foot down, puts another leg, and then does a step up on the MVP's leg. He's a rat.
Listen, Mo.
Doesn't deserve to. But hey, the NFL doesn't care. They're like, right.
No. I would tell you right now why the NFL put because I want you to know, spoiler, the NFL is rigged. Because the Dominic Raiola pretty much did the exact same thing Sue did the week before. And they suspended. No.
It's a difference.
And no. Let me finish. And they suspended.
You gotta go to the next quarter. Make it quick.
Be
over.
This is quick. They suspended him. So they suspended him to make sure that there was no way Green Bay was going to lose that game because they wanted Green Bay to win that game and have set up that Lambeau Field showdown and blah blah. And Aaron Rodgers in the second he can peel up.
Move on.
All right, listen. We're going to stay on with the preview with the Dallas Cowboys Detroit game before we make the picks. All right, but here's the thing, Mo. The Dominican Sue was doing R. Kelly. He was stepping in the name of my love on Aaron Rodgers' foot. We all seen that. Here's the thing. To me, my opinion, it doesn't matter if he plays or not. Because all Cowboys fans should want him to play because we want no excuses if and when we beat this guy. They have the number one run defense in the league. They got Nick Fairley coming back. He's practicing as of Thursday. So you know what? Listen, the Dallas Cowboys offensive line has to prove you are the best in the league. And listen, if you can beat Seattle in their house, sorry, Sean. I'm going to say it again. If you can beat Seattle in their house, you should not have a problem.
Yes.
No, excuse me, Mike. Bobby Wagner did play. He just got hurt.
No, he got injured in that game. I'm just saying. He got injured.
Thanks for asking. Yeah.
But you're right, though. But you're right.
All right, moving on.
But
the quarter ended. Move on.
There's Braun, you got DeMarco Murray, you got Beasley. They're having the weapons, but don't make no mistake about it. Detroit Lions, you still got Megatron. You still have Golden Tate. You still got the tight end for you, Ebron. This is gonna be a quarterback game. This is gonna be a game. It's gonna be a quarterback game that Romo has to win. He needs to win this game. If you don't win this game, the season was bad. You got to go on to your next opponent. It's the Green Bay Packers. You got to win this game.
Stafford's bad. Somebody keeps saying that.
Let's move on.
All right, so we ready for the picks?
Yeah, man.
All right, we have the Baltimore Ravens at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Okay, you know what? Because they're home. And I don't really like Flacco that much in the playoffs. He's been messing up the last two games. I have the Steelers winning their home game without Le'Veon Bell.
I have the Ravens winning that game because of without Le'Veon Bell.
Well, I don't know how many degenerates are watching this podcast, but I'm going to start using the Vegas betting lines. And right now, Vegas has Baltimore as the 3-point favorite.
Really?
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna have to go with that, not because of the Bell injury, but because I'm just a fan of Ozzie Newsome, and as y'all know, I go by who I'm a fan of on the organization. So let's go with Baltimore.
All right, we have the Cincinnati Bengals at the Indianapolis Colts. Now we all agree this game it probably won't be that much of a game. So here's what I'm gonna do for the first time. I'm gonna flip a coin. Heads is Colts, tails is Bengals.
Okay.
I got heads. I got the home team. I got the Colts. Colts team win this game.
You know what? You know what?
That'd be easy.
You know what? It is that easy. I got the Colts winning this game by at least 2 touchdowns.
Hey!
All right. Well,
Same page.
I'm gonna go against Tim. I mean Harvey Dent.
Two-faced. I'm two-faced.
Two-face.
Yes.
Relax.
Relax.
Actually, I'm going to go with Cincy. Look, man, I'm tired of this coronation of Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck came back against a Chiefs team who literally had their entire offense injured in the first half. You would come back against that too if your all-world running back got hurt and he was 80 to 100% of your freaking offense. Just saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I like Luck, but yo, Jeremy Hill can run. Cincinnati's defense is playing better. I'm going to take that over the false. Or is Trent Richardson still running? Okay. Is that defense still playing? Okay. Look, I will take the Cincinnati Bengals to beat the Colts.
But you know, Heron is running the ball. That may be good for them. All right, next game.
Are you telling me I'm supposed to trust China White over Jeremy Hill? Come on, man.
China White. No.
We're gonna see.
Next. China White.
We're gonna see what Almighty Coin says. All right, next one's gonna be we got the Arizona Cardinals at the Carolina Panthers.
Ooh, buddy.
Woo! I got the Panthers winning this game. I think a blowout. It's gonna be all over Ryan Lindley. Logan Thomas may even come in, Maurice, just for you, and he's gonna stick it up this watch. Carolina's gonna win this game at home.
This is a tough one. I think I got Arizona by a field goal.
Mm-hmm.
I think that their defense is, I think their defense will help them out. Bail out what's the name? Because you're not going to throw no touchdowns. So.
Well, actually, Mo, you are very close to Vegas. Vegas has +4 on Arizona. But I've seen some sparks with Carolina, and my thing is, what the Cardinals, they don't just blitz, they don't breathe if they don't blitz, and the jury might be out on them now, because even on what you call it, Seattle's offense, which as we all know is average at best, they saw the holes in those blitzes. So, granted, Cam is going to have to play closer to last year Cam than this year Cam, but if he can do it, there's holes in that defense to be exploited. So I'm going to actually roll with Carolina. I'm going to go with the underdog.
All right. Next game. We got the Detroit Lions at the Dallas Cowboys.
Whew.
Fellas, this is not even hard for me to pick. I'm going with this. I got the Dallas Cowboys winning this game. Tony Romo will win his second playoff game.
This is
Cowboys? That's
impressive.
Wow.
Yeah, impressive.
Cowboys. I wouldn't
second.
That.
Hey, listen, I thought about it all week, man. All week.
All week?
All week. I'm a swear. Yeah, I spent about 5 times, y'all. 5 times at this point.
I have the Cowboys winning this game, and I'll tell you why I have the Cowboys winning this game. For this interesting stat, one may consider this staggering. Me and Matthew Stafford have the same amount of wins against winning quarterbacks, like this late in the season, which is 0. So Matthew Stafford does not win against winning teams. So get him out of here. Have a nice trip in Dallas because you're coming back home and you're going to be mad after next Sunday.
You know, I'm very shocked right now. Vegas has Detroit as 7-point favorites.
What?
What?
I gotta tell you, 7 points in a spread, that's saying you are considerably better than this team. I don't see that. Sue is... Look, I hate Sue. I hate him. I tried to defend him early in his career. I hate everything about him. He sucks. He can choke on a couple of phallic objects and die. But
nice vocabulary.
I'm trying to keep it nice for the FCC. Yeah. So we really can't afford any fines.
You can't.
I mean, at a 7-point underdog, first of all, if at a 7-point underdog, you really have to bet on the Dallas Cowboys because in a playoff game, it's really hard to really win by 7 or more. So you take those points. I still believe in that old line, man. Zach Martin should be one of the rookies of the year, to be honest with me. F and ODB. Zach Martin
Thank you.
16.
Thank you. I told you I'm offensive line for rookie of the year. Got me excited there, Mike. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I think he should be. I think that defense it do enough. They try to do the bend don't break, similar to the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and what they did against
Shameless plug.
Orange Bowl champion. Let's go. But I think they'll do enough. I mean, granted, they don't play good at Jerry World, but I just, for my sanity, I need Romo to get past this damn 8-year monkey that's on his back. He got to get a playoff win, man.
Hey, listen. Hey, you know what, Mike? You know, I wanted to listen. If he can get through December being undefeated, which is a big goal, a big goal in his career, this guy, I think this is the next step is getting past getting past Detroit Lions, going to Green Bay, his hometown, and then visiting the Dirty Seahawks. That's right, the Dirty Seahawks. The team that he had the fumble snap against.
LOB!
All right?
Got the Dallas numbered, my dude.
Listen,
got them numbered!
All right, listen. We're done with all the picks. Now it's Fury talk. We got time for Fury talk, Sean?
What was that?
We got some time for more Fury talk?
Yeah. Oh, we got plenty of time for Fury.
Oh, good. Because I want to get it started right now. Listen.
All right, we're in that fourth quarter. Let's do it big, baby.
Let's do it right now.
You know what? I'm tired of the Seattle Seahawks. And the Seattle Seahawks defense is coming to the light. Listen, I don't care about that. The whole thing with the Seattle Seahawks, Sean, is that y'all can't pass the ball. Listen, I know there's John Madden plays in that playbook for Russell Wilson. John Madden plays because that's all y'all can do.
Ask Matt Madden.
That's all y'all can do. Ask Madden. That is all y'all can do. Let me tell you something. Y'all don't want to see the Cowboys in the playoffs. Richard Sherman felt that's Brian. He felt them. He really felt them. And that offensive line, listen, they country.
You know what?
They big boys.
You know what?
But to be honest, the defense was not healthy when we faced Dallas early this season.
No, that's true.
Bobby Wagner got hurt, bro.
He blitzed. Zach Martin ran him over. And that's what happened. That's what happened, man.
You know what?
Listen.
But to be honest, I actually have, like, as in part of my bold 2-0 prediction, I have the Cowboys versus the Ravens in the Super Bowl.
Look at that! Look at that, Sean!
Because I feel like it's come full circle.
Versus the Seahawks, we in the barn, Tim.
I feel like I feel like Tony Romo has come full circle since by him going to Seattle and winning that game during the regular season, he broke the curse, which started in Seattle fumbling that snap. So it just feels like it's time now, and there's no if everybody stays healthy, that line will run over the rest of everybody, and like they might get to the Super Bowl. Like, and I still don't understand how NFL is complicated, like tiebreaker system, how they're not the number 1 seed because they finished at the same record as Seattle, right? And they beat Seattle, right? It's like.
Right, Mo, they robbed us. They robbed us.
It's kind of weird, but no, I don't think it's right. You know why they did it? Like you know why I did it? Because I still think that NFL's rigged. It's because look, we wanted Seattle to be at home, where hey, defending Super Bowl champions, home field man, you got to beat Seattle to get through. It's because that would be a great story. Hey, either Seattle returns to Super Bowl or. Hey, this team went through Seattle to get to the Super Bowl.
I got a bet.
They manufacture a story there. So I mean,
okay. Here's my problem with stories.
I got a
bet. Here's my problem with stories. See, what makes us sports fans literally insane? We try to force a narrative into random things. And you know what? If last year didn't happen to me, I would say yes. The story of Romo has to happen. But let me tell you a story about last year. See, I have been a fan of a Peyton Egghead-ass Manning. And I fell into the story. He was going to be the GOAT. He was going to get that. He was going to win the second one. He had the greatest offense of all time. He did this and this and this. He broke the record. He deserved to win the Super Bowl. And as we all know, didn't happen. That's when I got pulled back down to reality. And in reality, Bobby Wagner is healthy. In reality, the Cowboys' defense is not that good. You can run the high school offense that the Seahawks run because there's no pass rush on the Cowboys. So it's all read option. You can trick them because all you got to do is get Rolando McClain to flow.
Thank you.
There's a lot. I would love for the Cowboys to win. The advantage is Des Bryant is going to burn.
Rested and all.
Embarrass Richard Sherman. Don't get it twisted. He's going to embarrass Richard Sherman. But my thing is, the one thing y'all aren't saying is that y'all act like Seattle ain't going to be able to put up points on Dallas. With film was how they played them. Like, that's my thing. Like, you give that defense film, and they will be able to put up enough points. I'm not saying a blowout. I'm not screaming LOB. I'm saying it's going to be a great game if it's Dallas-Seattle, but I feel like Seattle gets the edge.
I got a bet. Okay? I got a nice bet. Are you ready for this?
Oh, boy.
This is contract. If the Dallas Cowboys face the Seattle Seahawks in the NFC Championship game, if they face the Seattle Seahawks in the championship game, my bet proposal is to Sean.
Yes.
The loser has to wear the winner's T-shirt. Meaning, if we lose, I will wear a Seattle Seahawks shirt the next time we on the air for Football Fury. The same goes. You gotta wear a Dallas Cowboys shirt.
I'm on. You know what? I could buy me a Cowboy shirt soon.
And I'm gonna tell you, I'm ready. You might as well buy it now because NFL got a nice sale going on. Because I'm telling you right now, listen, I have never felt this team is about to win something since '92. And you know what? If you saw my post of been 2 minute warning comparing the 1992 stats with the 2014 stats for the Dallas Cowboys, wow, they're so similar in every category. It's like it's repeating itself. And Sean, I'm gonna explain something to you. Mike hit it. Mike and Mo said it. This is the story of Romo. He's going back to the team. Every team he's facing just means something. He's going back to his hometown. After this win, he'll be facing in his hometown in Wisconsin against Green Bay Packers. That's a win. He's going back to Seattle for that same curse. He's gonna take that. He's gonna take that slick ball, hold that field goal. We're gonna win this game.
And you know what? Just like Michael said, just like Tony Romo's gonna suffer the same fate like Peyton Manning. This big story or all around Romo, and then all of a sudden everybody's like, "Oh yes, it's real life. It's not Game of Thrones."
But the thing about Peyton is that Peyton is terrible because Peyton he wasn't equipped to win that game. I knew he wasn't going to win that game. As soon as the clock hit 0 at the AFC Championship game, I was like, well, Peyton Manning's going to lose the Super Bowl because they can't beat Seattle because of the way their offense goes versus the way Seattle's defense goes. Now, Broncos' offense was predicated off short passes and the yards after the catch. Seattle shuts that down. It's a mismatch error in favor of Seattle. Dallas's offense, on the other hand, is saying, hey, we'll throw the ball down the field. We'll run the ball. That right there is something Seattle's not used to because, like, look, Seattle's defense wasn't really challenged like that as much as they did when they played the Cowboys. So that's why I think it's more as they caught them by surprise, right? Like, oh, wait a minute, you're throwing the ball to more than 10 yards down the field? Oh, wow, wait a minute. Your play action rollouts and stuff like that, we don't see that because everybody respects their defense enough to the point where they're afraid. Green Bay, because Green Bay, when they played Seattle, you could tell they were afraid. They would say, hey, look, they're going to respect that defense. We're not going to even, Aaron Rodgers didn't even throw to the side to the entire field of Richard Sherman. And Aaron Rodgers is one of the best quarterbacks in the game, if not the best. So, I mean, it's to the point where people were just had it in their mindset that, hey, Seattle is better than what they really were. And it's like, hey, let's not challenge them at all. Whereas Dallas challenged them, and that's how people got the blueprint on how to beat Dallas. I mean, how to beat Seattle.
And I got another bad proposal too for Mo and Mike. If y'all want to get down with this, I still believe that when Carolina wins on Saturday, if they win, which I think they are going to win, they're going to play Seattle and they're going to beat Seattle.
No, I'm not yet. That's not.
That's it.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
I think that's disrespect.
That's right. And you know what? Yeah, here's the bet. If y'all lose the bet, this is the best. If y'all lose, when we do the NFC Championship preview, every time you guys finish talking, you gotta say "Hail Dallas." So any comment you made, you're gonna say "Hail Dallas."
I'll take that bet.
All right.
I'll take that.
And then okay.
And if I lose,
you gotta go back and forth between Hail Atlanta and Hail Tampa.
Hey, listen.
Yes. Yes. Wait. No. First, Tim, you start off by saying Hail Tampa, finish your sentence, and then finish by saying Hail Atlanta. Answer.
Yes.
Wait, say it again.
You have to start every sentence.
You say Hail Tampa, say your piece, and then say Hail Atlanta.
I got you. Listen, it's very plain simple. Listen, I got Carolina and the Cowboys in the NFC Championship game where Dallas would be hosting it.
Carolina and the Cowboys.
I'm gonna tell you, listen to me. They're gonna get that home field that the Seattle Seahawks stole from them.
Yeah, they did.
I'm telling you what's gonna happen. They're gonna get that home field they stole from them. I'm telling you, Carolina. Listen,
Stewart,
you're gonna see this. You're gonna see.
Thing, though. Jason Stewart, man, this bum, this guy has taken so much money and done so much nothing, and I think this is a contract year for him. And now notice, I'm so fast. I have so many jukes. Like
he's running the ball out of his mind. He's running out of his mind. He's running out of his.
I hate contract season all-stars. I really do. But hey, anyway.
You know what I want to see? I want to see Kelvin Benjamin. I want to see Kelvin Benjamin go up against Richard Sherman. I want to see.
Oh yeah, he'll lead him. He'll lead him.
Oh, that's a matchup.
You know what?
6'7", somebody bigger than Richard Sherman. I want to see how much it comes.
But here's the problem. Here's who you're ignoring. You're ignoring Michael Bennett, and I can't help but notice Michael Bennett because he was a Tampa Bay Buck who we just said, go away, go to Seattle and become one of the great best defensive ends in the entire effing league.
Yep.
Yes. I'll take
plays outside, plays inside, plays at your mom's house, plays at your job. He plays everywhere.
Yeah.
That's what he do. And he gets
You know what? To kind of change gears on here, because I know we only got a little bit of time left. What are the things that you could say I told you so for the season? Now that the season is over, I mean, well, because I know like there's a lot of things like one. First, I wanted to bring this up. Then I wanted to throw it in people's face. I told you that Ray Rice would not play at all this season. And because even though his suspension got overturned and he got reinstated, nobody wanted him because he was on the decline anyway. And you know, like as soon I knew for a fact he wasn't going to play. As soon as they reinstated him, the Colts nobody even asked them. The Colts just came out, even though we know they needed a running back because that's when Amar Bradshaw just went out for the season with an ankle injury. Trent Richardson was garbage. And then they came out and said, "Hey, we're not going to sign Ray Rice." Nobody asked you, dog. But we know you need a running back. That's how bad it was. I was like, you know what? If they need a running back that bad and they come running out of the gate before anybody can even ask the question, would you sign Ray Rice? They was like, no. I knew for a fact he was going to stay on the sideline for the rest of the season. Now I feel he will be invited to camp next year, and as soon as the reports come up, and as soon as that one practice where he doesn't outperform everybody else, he's getting cut. He's getting cut like that. Like it's going to be simple as that.
People, I was like, so all of y'all sitting down going rah for a dude that averaged 3 per in 2013.
I mean, did you watch? Like,
I mean, all right, man, go to bat for that guy.
Yeah.
Do it. I don't.
He was on the serious decline anyway. I mean, like
you know, I was completely wrong about Dallas and Tampa, but we were all right about Washington.
Yeah.
I think everybody in the world was right about Washington.
I knew this about Washington as well.
I think everybody was right about Washington.
I mean, I was sorely wrong about the Seattle Seahawks. I really predict them not going to the playoffs at all.
Which means that I was right about the Seahawks.
Yeah, you was right. Me and Reggie Brown. Yeah, I'm sorry, Reggie. I'm dry snitching.
Yeah, he's snitching hard.
We predicted that they wouldn't go. Tampa Bay, I lost that prediction. I thought vision. Oh my God.
I mean, they were actually, you know, they were in position to make a run, but ironically, the team that made a run that no one's really talking about, Carolina won 4 straight games. They didn't lose a single game in December.
Which is like not only that, but what they did was they became the first NFC South team to repeat as division champions.
Really?
Ever, yeah.
Wow. It always switches hands. It always switches.
Yeah, it always rotates. They became the first repeat champions.
So that's kind of odd, you know, because the Cowboys won 4 straight in the East. So that'd be a good omen. They both win this week and they go win. That'd be nice.
Nah, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
I mean, it can happen. I mean, it'll be great matchups across the board. I like how even with Carolina at 7-8-1, I actually like these playoffs. I like every
Don't look at the record.
playoffs except for Detroit.
Don't look at the record. The record don't mean anything.
The record gets thrown out. The record gets
but you know what?
Every team in there, yeah, I like them.
But you know what? Here's an important question that everybody is still thinking about. Who's your MVP? If you had to give me, if you could be the final guy to vote right now, your vote means everything. Who would you pick for MVP now?
Aaron Rodgers.
Make it quick.
Aaron Rodgers.
Tim, quick.
Hold on. I almost threw up in my mouth.
Okay.
Go ahead. What you said, Sean?
No. Because the show gotta be done soon.
Here's my thing. The reason why I'm not saying Tony Romo only because I'm a Cowboy fan. I'm telling the truth right there. I'm saying Tony Romo because he has proven a lot of critics wrong this year. And not only he has better numbers than Aaron Rodgers, again, he has proven the critics wrong. He went into Seattle, he's beat Seattle, he's 8-0 on the road, he's 4-0 in December. Everything you threw at this man, any kind of negativity, you threw it at him, he took it, swallowed it, and gave you something to think about. I'm not giving an MVP to a guy who has the talent around him. I don't want him to say this word after you face a Seattle Seahawks team, and then you give me a little bit of this word results when your division is not even that good.
But you know what, Tim? That's good. But we gotta end it. We can make this a next episode, but we gotta end it. We ran out of time. We ran out of time.
His footstep on the Dominican Sue, he would have ate that leg.
I got you.
You said talent around him. So I guess
Zach
Martin ain't talent, and Dez ain't talent, and DeMarco Murray ain't talent.
So DeMarco Murray is a.
I'm about to.
That's true. I guess you're right.
Time's up. Tim.
Hey, fellas.
Mike. Great show.
Aaron Rodgers.
Hey, everybody pay attention to Florida State. They're about to run roughshod over Oregon.
Listen, I just ordered me some lobster for Jameis Winston. Let's go, Florida State.
All right. We out.
Lobster.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year,
fans. To everybody else watching the show.
It's
a great year. Great year, great season with my favorite peoples right here. Mike, Mo, Tim. We out.
Peace out, y'all. God bless.